Rich Steeves on the floor of Cloud Expo 2012 Santa Clara. I'm joined now by Troy Topnick from ActiveState. Troy, thank you for joining us. What do you have to show us today?
I want to show you Stackato because that's what we've been working on for the last couple of years. We're a company that's been around for a while, since '97, doing dynamic language distributions. We're pretty famous for Active Perl, Active Python, Komodo IDE. But we moved into the cloud market because we saw a really pressing need for platform as a service that you can run yourself. We have a lot of enterprise customers that had developers who wanted to use platform as a service and didn't want to go use third-party providers. So we saw this as an opportunity to create a polyglot PaaS based on Cloud Foundry initially, but we've done a lot of engineering behind it now to add some value to our enterprise customers. And we provide this as something that you can run on your own data center, on your own hypervisor, or with your cloud hosting provider, and you become the PaaS provider for your own organization.
Would you like to show us a demo?
I have a little demo here, and what this is, what we're looking at is the Stackato admin interface. This is a web admin interface for the Stackato system. This is what the administrator of the system would see, whereas a regular user of the system would see something like this. They would have quotas on the system, defined in terms of the number of applications, the number of services, data services they can launch, the amount of memory they can use, and they can use this. All they have to do is push applications to the cloud. They just worry about the code, the system worries about configuring the application dependency stack that goes along with it, the web servers, the databases, all that good stuff that takes a sysadmin hours to set up on individual VMs. This one does it automatically. So this is the admin interface. I can go in and add users. Our Diane Mueller did a workshop here and signed up a bunch of people and got them all deploying applications within minutes. We have this concept of groups. We can add those same users to groups and define quotas for the groups as well as for users, and we can see the applications that are currently running on the system. Now typically a developer would interact with the system through their IDE or the command line, pushing application code up in a variety of languages, whether it's PHP, Java, Perl, Python, Ruby, Node.js, etc. They would typically interact with it by pushing code up, but we use the same API to drive something called the App Store. So I can show you right now, we've got a choice of a whole bunch of different applications in a variety of languages, all using different technologies, different types of databases, and instead of pushing it from my local machine, I can pull it from a Git repository. So this becomes an application distribution mechanism within an enterprise as well. So if you have a coded and tested version of a CMS that you want to use throughout a very large organization, department heads can come and use this. So it's not just for developers anymore. What we can do here by way of a demo is there's a nice little PHP content management system called Joomla, and we'll just call that TMZ CMS, and we'll tell it to start that up. So what this does is, working within my quota, it allocates one instance with 128 megs of memory in a secure Linux container that's sharing resources on the VM with a number of other applications, but is isolated from them. So this is one of the big changes we made from the original Cloud Foundry model, is we wanted really good application isolation. But let's take a little look at what's happening here with regard to, it's reserved a URL, tmz.cms.stackato.ddnsus, and this is a 4-node cluster. In this particular case, this is running on HP Cloud Services. In this other case, we've got, this is running on Amazon EC2, but you can run it right on your local machine if you want to. And the advantage there is that a developer can test all this stuff before they push it into production. Let's see if that application's up now. Start it. We can take a look at the details. As an admin, I can look in and take a look at the details of all the users' applications, all the users on the system, and see what they're doing. So that is, we can see what features are available. We have a slogan: any language, any stack, any cloud. These are those languages. And of course there's all these other services available. Most of the open source databases are in there, the most popular ones anyway, and more are being added all the time. Let's just have a little look. And that's started up now, so we can actually look. This is something that would take an admin, an afternoon to set up. Talking and typing is not my forte, but we're almost there, I swear. This database has been provided by Stackato for this application, and we'll pre-populate it with some content. This is just Joomla's own installation wizard, and we can go take a look at it. What I'm trying to get across here is that we just deployed a content management system in under a minute, really, or around a minute. We can check back on the timing later, but this used to be an afternoon's work for somebody, and now it's very, very rapid. And you can make mistakes, and you can go back and change things, and you can develop a much more agile development process and a much more effective deployment process.
Great. Looks like it's easy to use and fast.
That's kind of what we did. That was our intention, and we're glad it's that way.
Thank you so much for the demo, Troy.
Thank you.